Hello, thank you for tuning into this week's reads. This should be on the YouTube channel James13 Wicca, in case you're not seeing it there. Also, I am giving in-person, I should say, readings in Herkimer, New York. Shoot me an email if you're near there and you want more details. The information for the decks and dice, all that stuff is going to be below. And if you would like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. James4astral@gmail.com, James4astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and let's get into your reading. Hello, Pisces. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Pisces? Doing the work. You're definitely doing the work, whatever that is. So what I mean by that is, like, you're not taking any shortcuts is what I'm getting. Sometimes in life there's a time to take shortcuts. But in this moment, I feel like you've chosen not to, whether it's something you want to do or not. Why is all that there? Okay. Other people may not have an idea what you're doing. Maybe that's okay. Other people don't know what you're doing. Okay, I don't really see other people. I keep getting that over and over again. Other people don't know what you're doing. So why are we so hung up on that? So if you're heading in a direction or you have something you're working on, whether you think they should or shouldn't know, I'm getting they don't. You seem to be heading somewhere. There's something you seem to want. I feel like I've started and stopped on whatever this is that you're working on. I feel like it's been a start, stop thing. I get the Page of Pentacles, or not Pentacles, what is this? Fire. Wands, Page of Wands. Is the Page of Pentacles down here? No. You got the Queen of Pentacles showing up for your thoughts, though. Like, I feel like even though it's sporadic, like it's not clockwork when I do it. I feel like for most of you, if you started this 3 months ago or even a year ago or more, it's kind of like I don't do it like every week, but maybe once a month here or there. Maybe I skip some time. It's just something I do here and there now and then. But I keep progressing forward, and I have been making headway. It reminds me of people like when they're learning cooking and they're using the YouTube. They're using YouTube for it and stuff like that, social media. They pick up little things here and there. It's not consistent, but they do keep picking up things and they keep learning things. So there's something you've been working on, and other people do not realize that you've been doing this. And you've been very careful with the information, but you are definitely retaining a lot of whatever's going on here. I really think that for a lot of people, especially Pisces, passion improves memory. So like the things you're passionate about, you're more likely to remember than the things you're not, obviously. I feel like that's obvious. I don't really feel like I am comfortable with other people knowing where I want to go right now. I got the Queen of Swords reversed, and I got the Justice card reversed on like what's going on around the situation. There's a problem here. There's a situation that's around you that I feel like is creating some havoc in your life. But it may not be directed at you, but I'm questioning, does it feel like it? It's almost like people are having an issue and you're getting the runoff. There is this calamity here. I get that. Something's not right. So how does all this marry together? Because it's like, are we switching channels, or is this just like there's problems going on around this situation? Maybe not directly about what you're learning, but it might be one of the reasons why you're holding back about what's going on in your life. There's some disruptions and there's some uncomfortable energy, and I'm like, I don't want to give people more ammunition to be a problem for me. And I feel like there's something with calamity around here that's supposed to pass, but I feel like when there's calamity around you, maybe that's the point of this reading, to say you can center your energy somewhere else where you can find happiness that's more private to help you get through this time frame, and also to bring up your skill set so that later, you know, when this rough time passes, you can like you could realize that you actually got something out of it, even though maybe it wasn't ideal how things played out. At least you had something you could center on and you could put your energy towards and bring your energy up while the calamity around you was going on. That's interesting, because it feels like I also don't want to be involved in something, and I feel like people aren't paying attention to you maybe as closely as you think. Ten of Cups and the Lover's card shows up later. Whatever the energy is right now, there's some type of calamity around you. But the energy does dissipate, but I feel like I'm left with feelings like something wasn't right here, or I feel like somebody did me wrong. This reminds me of like, this literally does remind me of this too. When people are having issues behind the scenes and they don't share what they're going through, they don't share that they're upset, then they're trying to choke it down, they're trying to mask it. And then, ironically, I do think this happens to Pisces. You're not the only sign, and I'm saying this as a Pisces. You come in a good energy or a very positive energy, or you're just very helpful, and it triggers people, and then you become the target for the moment, where they feel like they can dump all this negative energy and they can take out their frustrations. It's not you. It's not that you did anything. There's nothing that validates that energy coming towards you. But it's kind of like, I feel like I'm left feeling like, what did I do that created this? Why are we dumping on me like this? What's going on? I don't understand what I did. And I get that wherever the calamity is in this situation, I feel like you've been dumped on at least once, if not multiple times. And I keep feeling like I don't understand what triggered that. Not that anything would make it valid for the way you were treated. We're not going down that road. But it's kind of like cause and effect. Like, what did I do? Like, did I say hello and you didn't want me to? Like, why? Like, that wouldn't validate somebody treating you bad, but like, I don't understand. Why? What triggered that moment? And I feel like I keep trying to figure out like what happened that triggered that they were so mean to me. And I get, as the stress passes, I feel like I'm left over with this energy, like not understanding, like, I don't understand why they were so mean to me. I'm trying to understand, like, what is it about me that creates so much contempt? There isn't. That's the thing. I feel like you were used as a scapegoat. You were used as just like a pawn for like their bad behavior. And I don't feel like it's being explained later. Because I feel like other people, they get past their issues and they're not even considering what they did or how they made you feel. They seem to be moving right on from that connection, and they seem to think things are fine. I don't know. Where's this reading going? I'm like, where are we going with this reading? Because I see this passing without acknowledgement. That bothers me. Because I don't think, whatever's going on here, I just feel like other people are moving it on like it never happened. And it's kind of like, I'm starting to wonder, like, but it felt bad to me, like it did, didn't it? Like, I was upset. Like, I almost feel like, I just feel like I'm not, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know where we're supposed to go with this. Because, like, I get that this situation, there's nothing to do with it. It's seeing people for how they are and who they are. And kind of like realizing like some people just have bad behavior. And like, are you supposed to talk about it? Like, what are you supposed to do with this? I get the Queen of Swords Queen of Fire reversed, Queen of Wands, like, to not, you don't need to do anything with it. But I feel like they're saying in this moment, recognize bad behavior for what it is, and just make your decision or assessment based on what's really there. Because I feel like somebody was behaving badly because they felt trapped in whatever was going on in their own life, and I do feel like they took it out on you, and that was not right. So sometimes, like, it's a business situation. I've had this happen to me in business situations, ironically, and I tried to figure out, like, what happened? Like, what did I do that triggered this? And then that was one of those times where somebody else kind of clued me in that, nope, that person has that bad behavior. When they're not happy, they don't think anybody should be happy. And you walked in with a smile and you were having a good day, and that triggered them. and they decided to ruin your day because they weren't happy. They didn't think it was fair that you were happy. And I was just like, oh. So whatever's going on in the situation, work, family, friendships, social situation, whatever it is, I feel like they're saying the first point is to get context in the sense of like, you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything to trigger, like, you didn't do anything. There's no reason, there's no valid reason. You know what I mean? There's no reason you were treated that way. But it's also realizing that whoever did it seems to have no emotional bond with that moment. Like, to them, they would be hard pressed to remember that moment. It didn't mean anything to them. In that moment, they might have made you feel bad, and that may have made them feel good, but they moved on from it, and they literally didn't think about it after that. You're probably not the only person that day or that month or whatever it was that they made feel bad. So you might be on a long list of people they just crapped on, not for nothing. There's a lot. This does not validate bad behavior. Just because somebody's having a hard time, it does not validate them treating somebody else poorly. So I don't know. Where are you supposed to go with this? Where is Pisces supposed to go with this? Be careful not to shut down and shut yourself away because of this interaction. Be careful about that. Don't let this lock you in or like bar you from the true happiness you could have. This is interesting to me. Interesting in the sense of like, I hope we go somewhere good with this. They want you to remember this. There's something about this. You're going to have opportunities later. And this person is going to be very much a part of it, whether I like it or not. So I keep getting like going for, if this is a work situation, for example, realizing that this person has this behavior. And I almost feel like most of the time I get along quite well with this person. Most of the time. There's going to be an opportunity going forward where you can decide whether you're going to be connected with this person or not. No matter which way you choose, they want you to see this for the truth. That this person has this behavior. And as long as you see it and you decide what you want to do with it, you should be fine. Because it's kind of like, I feel like I have to keep reminding myself that this person has this bad behavior. And I have to try to not play into it. Whatever that means for you. So it's almost like, you go into a room, I wouldn't dampen my light just because somebody else is having a bad day. But if somebody starts targeting you, I would walk away from them or not let them ruin it. Just not let them ruin it. Just do your best to not. For some of you, it's kind of like they're highlighting this, like, is this person really somebody you like in your life? It makes me think, like, especially if it's a work situation, it may be one of those things where I don't really have a choice. Like, due to a paycheck, I kind of have to deal with them. Judgment can go in your favor by seeing this person for who they are and disconnecting from them emotionally when you need to. It's realizing that they're their own problem. You don't have to get sucked into that. Also, whatever this thing is you're working on, if there's something like that, the more you strengthen that and let that be like when things aren't going well, you go to that, that'll raise your energy. When you raise your energy, it'll be easier for you to not only see it, but to decide what you want to do with it. I'm a big fan, I'm going to throw this in here, of Paul McKenna's How to Mend a Broken Heart. He co-wrote that with somebody. I don't know the other person's name. It's something about broken heart. There's exercises in there. It is geared towards romantic relationships. You don't have to use it for that. I even use that for every type of relationship you can think of to bring down the energy and help me decide how I want to handle it versus just letting it drag me up and down the stairs over and over again. There's also an exercise in that book that teaches you how, like, I'm one of those people I used to be. The more I don't want to think about it, boom, it's right here, it's right here, it's right here. I just can't stop thinking about it. Ironically, that's the only exercise that's ever worked. There's one in there to get your mind off of it and help you, like, it's one of those exercises you might have to do it like 15 times in a row in the beginning, but as you get more used to it, it's only like, I think lately it's only like once or twice, maybe 3 times. I have to do this exercise, and my brain just accepts like, okay, we're just gonna clear that out and move on. That might help, because this energy around you just completely oblivious to the crap they leave behind. And it's kind of like, it's not your mess to clean up, nor should it be. The trick is to not let it bring your day down or damage your energy. And they're saying, if you can see it for what it is and make better decisions, in the sense of like, not like you were doing anything wrong, obviously, but in the sense of like, oh wait, before this starts dragging me down the stairs and I start feeling bad about this, wait a minute, there's nothing for me to feel bad about, and stepping away and detaching from it, like, no, there's nothing for me to feel bad there. Me being happy does not give anybody the right to treat me bad. No, and I didn't do anything or try to create anything. I wasn't trying to throw it in somebody else's face like, hey, I'm having a good day, as in, oh, you're having a bad day? Well, too bad for you. I wasn't doing that. I was just having a good day, and I have the right to have a good day. So I can't invest in other people's opinions or problems. I just want to have the ability to step away, get away from it, and, you know, if they want to sink their own ship, let them sink their own ship. I'm not going to let them bring me down with them. I think we're there. All right. Hopefully that helped. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.